This is a friend of mine from Los Angeles named Elaine Hall and her son Neil. And Neil was adopted by Elaine from Russia when he was a little boy. And this picture was made about 10 years ago. Beautiful little boy, but he was home for 4 or 5 weeks, and Elaine noticed that something wasn't quite right, and it got more pronounced. Well, long story short, Neil was diagnosed with severe autism. And that turned Elaine's world upside down. She'd been an acting coach for kids in Los Angeles, but then it was all about Neil. And Elaine, at her best, shares. She shares her time with Neil. She shares her time and her expertise and what she learns with the people she meets in her life. One of the things they liked to do together was go for walks. But the challenge with that was Neil wanted to stop at every car that had hubcaps and crouch down and look at the hubcaps really intently, which made for very long walks. You're like, Elaine, Neil, buddy, we've got to keep going. And one day she said, I decided to get down there with him and look. And what I saw was this amazing prism of light, rainbow light coming off of the hubcap. And I looked at him, I said, Neil, that is magnificent. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. And he looked at me and he nodded, and we never looked at another hubcap again. He just wanted that acknowledgement. And Elaine started thinking, what else can I do? And so she took her acting chops, and she brought Neil together with other kids from the autism community, and they put on a musical. 10 and 11-year-old kids with autism doing a musical. Scratchy costumes, songs, dance numbers, the whole thing. Really unbelievable. And a friend of Elaine's was in the audience. She was a filmmaker. So that was amazing. Could you do it again? I want to film it. So a few months later, they did it again, and it became an Emmy Award-winning, won 2 Emmys, screened on HBO, called Autism the Musical. And Elaine and Neil have introduced this at the United Nations. It's gone around the world. Elaine has started a nonprofit called the Miracle Project that helps families use the arts to reach their kids with autism. And it's making a difference. And that's how she's sharing what she's learned and the intention and the awareness around that.